That's not what I wanted to do. Where's my controller? There's my controller. Yeah. I don't remember having a I don't remember having a upcoming live game stream November 7th, 2016, but hey, here we are, I suppose. I swear that I used to have the Pokemon font. Muted myself so you still don't hear it. Geodude. There we go. See? What is today? Thursday? Let's see, maybe I can get my stuff together to do watch along tomorrow for SmackDown? What's this guy doing? I'm gonna have to check PlayStation to see if he's online. For God's sake here. No, he's not online. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. See, this is why I like XP share in the newer games, because man, it is gonna be a long process to get my Pokemon up to level. Because I'm mainly doing this so I can have the Kanto Elite badge for my what's his name? Venusaur. Yeah, that's a collection of Pokemon right there. I got Pidgeot. No, yeah. No, yeah, no. Claws. Bumblebee. Mind you, it says his name right there. No, I got Sandslash, and for whatever reason, I can never remember if Pidgeot is the final evolution or Pidgeotto. Pidgeot, okay. With the slick back, cool hair. And then obviously Venusaur, and I randomly went through the caves to find him. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted the summary. Oh well. I guess this is what happens when you forget what you're doing. Fine, have some flamethrower, pal. Yeah, I probably don't have the best optimized moves for the Elite Four. Mainly because, like I said, I was just trying to... Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I was just trying to, well, okay then. Let's not change the size of that. I was trying to... I was trying to, rush through it as fast as possible. Probably not what I should have done. I probably should have just taken my time with it and whatnot. And then I was playing like 5 different Pokemon games at the same time. Like when my DS would die, I would switch to one of my 3DSs and play Ultra Sun, which I finished, or I would switch to my other 3DS and play Heart Gold or Black or Platinum or one of the random one or one of the other ones that I have. And that's probably not the smartest way to do it. Like I'm almost done with Heart Gold. Um so I want to have the ribbon for Blastoise or yeah, Blastoise. Um Venusaur because I already have a Charizard with my Fire Red um ribbon. So I wanted to have Venusaur with the ribbon as well. All because Pokemon Home has it's a task. I don't think I actually get anything from it. Um, to send a Charizard and a Venusaur from Heart Gold or Leaf Green and Fire Red to um Pokemon Home. There's a lot of Pokemon that they're like, "Hey, send this, register this," and I'm like, "Oh, this is interesting." It would be really cool if I did find a shiny while doing this. Because back then, I don't even think I really realized that shinies existed in Leaf Green and Soul Silver. Or, yeah, Fire Red and Leaf Green. So many fucking names. Really? How did he have life left? Why are you still alive? Go away. Thank you. I don't understand how I can learn Dragon Rage, Dragon Dance, but I can't learn Dragon Claw. Makes no freaking sense. Well, I guess he doesn't have any claws. That's probably why. I just answered my own damn question. It's interesting the logic that they use for some of the moves. Yes, I am live. I was live before, but I had it unlisted, and I thought, oh well, maybe if somebody subscribed to me, it'll still show them, but it didn't. And I'm trying to check some stuff out. That's why test has shown up, and this is only a test. Oh, you did message me back finally. Look at this guy. Yes, yes, Pokemon. Can you hear the Pokemon game? Like the sound effects, the music, stuff like that. Oh, can you hear me? That's actually a more important thing. Cause like it's showing my just me talking. Okay, that's weird. It's showing me audio. Hold on. Could be because that feature is in beta. Well, that's annoying. I guess we don't need to hear me talk or hear Pokemon or something. I'm still working out a lot of kinks because I used to mess around with this on Twitch. Um, but I kind of fell off and well, no, you have to text back. You have to type in the chat, sir. That's how that's how this works. I mean, we'd have to co-stream and for that we would need to be in Discord together. And listen, man, I bought you a headset and we never chat on PlayStation, so I don't think you're gonna join me in Discord. Oh no, I have no PP left. Son of a. I'm such a child. uh, listen, man. When I tried to invite you into a chat, it never works. So I just stopped because you'd like disappear or not talk. So I don't know. Maybe next time you're up late, we can go to Taco Bell or just chat, one or the other. Did you know that Wendy's is working on transitioning into being open 24 hours? They're already open till like 3 o'clock. I don't understand. I didn't know they made breakfast. I don't know what they're trying to do. No, I don't want Endeavor. Hey yo. Is it survey time, Scott? Did you come here to see WCW? Or did you come here to see the NWO? So I like Wendy's. But it's a very particular thing at Wendy's that I liked, and it was this one girl. I should probably not. No, I really like the what the hell is it called? Junior bacon cheeseburger. I don't know what it is. I think it's like their bun has like a sweetness to it that I really liked. And when I worked there years and years and years ago, it was my like go-to like lunch. I didn't say anything bad. What do you want from me? Hi kids. You like Pokemon violence? Because Gyarados is doing some work. Yeah. Yep. I worked there in 2000. And then in 2001, I went to work for the Boys and Girls Club. I worked for them on 9/11. We had no children that day, so they sent me home early. I thought I told you that I worked for Wendy's before. That's funny. Jesus fucking Christ. I said that out loud, my bad. My guy, I I've tried streaming a bunch. I'd like to stream more. You have head trauma from what? I can't be quiet. You know me. I'm gonna be loud. Be proud. Yeah. It's really difficult to try to have a conversation with you um in chat and in Facebook Messenger. Listen, you should have got checked out after you had the head trauma. Yeah, I know. I wasn't sure if you meant now because you have kids and maybe one of them bonked you in the head. Thought this was like 1998's WWF, or from past stuff like not wearing a seatbelt, wrecking, smashing your head on the mirror, and yeah, that was. I've discovered that was a really really bad thing for you to have done. Like, um, apparently, like even the most insignificant hits on the head can be really dangerous and really like detrimental. Did you literally just text me? Okay, we're doing this. Weirdly enough, I guess people are realizing that it is bad to go to sleep after. Like, we've always known that if a kid hits its head and you're supposed to keep them awake so they don't go to sleep because it can be bad. But like anybody, it doesn't matter if you fall and hit your head at all, you should technically be checked out because your brain is a very sensitive thing, which is, I mean, it makes sense, but which is why when people talk about, oh, there's no PP left for that move either. Oh shit. Which is why when people talk about adding more padding for football players and the helmets, it makes no sense. I'm glad you're still here. Um, and that's a very good thing. But just for future reference, if you hit your head, apparently it can obviously lead to like the bad stuff, like permanent sleep. But also it can like lead to personality changes or to your brain developing some sort of disorders. I know it's not going to help the NFL. They don't care. will say, at least this time, like one of them isn't like we're arguing about something stupid, and then the other one is like just gifs back and forth, gifs, 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 gifs. I don't know which one I'm supposed to freaking say. Um. Yeah, you gotta stop letting him watch Seth Rollins. I mean, I think you could do that even before you had the accident. I was looking through one of my journals. I think it was a journal. I was looking through something, and there was a post, or I had written about staying up so late that I heard birds, and it immediately made me think of all the times that we stayed up playing Call of Duty and um, just gaming in general. Uh, until it was, birds chirping in the morning, or when we'd be out, like we'd be out at the pier, or uh, we would go to um, Barcelona, and we would be out so late that birds started chirping, and it was like, whoa, 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 hold on. It's a little late. It's a little late. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Pennsylvania is always fun. Except that one time. I talk about that time. That was I was a silly sausage that day. It just refill, right? Are you off tomorrow for work? I think you said Wednesday and Thursday you worked, right? The only way that I could get it to where you'd be able to talk is if I created an audio source on my computer, to where it was Discord. And then we did a Discord call. Nice. For the holiday and all that, I would assume. Nice. Well, it's always nice having a few days off. I can't believe that Monday is going to be April already. Oh, did you get a pair of Eclipse glasses yet? Or, I don't know. I would assume that if your children want to look at it, probably need like 3 pairs plus you and the lady. I can text you a list of places that are supposed to have them. Um, yeah, it's super crazy. Like the wrestler from the WCW, WWE. He's super. He's crazy. He's super crazy. That was a wild time in wrestling. Oh, I know there's an entire list of locations that I found that are supposed to have some. I'm gonna have to see about getting some. Wow, I just realized that it's already tomorrow's Friday, so probably tomorrow before the weekend, hopefully. So I know a couple of what at home, or I'm very confused. It's gonna be nuts at your house. Uh, because the kids don't have school. I mean, who among us doesn't? I don't do that though. My news consists of watching like The Daily Show or watching Philip DeFranco on YouTube or um, it's mainly video game news. I don't watch the real news because it's all a bunch of garbage that I don't care about, or not necessarily I don't care about, but uh, doesn't. It's always it's like we've talked about for years. It's just always so negative, and it's always got some sort of spin on it. So I don't listen to it. I don't watch the regular local news. Um, we've had we had up an eclipse literally 5 years ago in 2017, right? 17. 7 years ago in no wait what 17 18 19 20 122 that, that cannot be right. This is the amount that I got. This is the amount of sense that makes. Yeah, like in 2017 we had one. It was close enough. I know I'm hoping to get some pictures though, so Uh, which part of what? Which part of that make 7 makes 0 sense. So I can't believe it's been 7 years since 2017. Go Bills. um yeah, no, it's I didn't realize it had already been 7 years. Um Listen, man, I it'll be fine. Well, you can only teach them so much, After a while, they just have to accept the prognosis that they're just wrong. 10 megabytes per second. Is it just because she likes the color red? Because I get it. Red's a nice color. Well, you know, there's lots of people that don't believe a lot of things that are true. So, um, the dab thing is a little sus, if I'm honest. I don't think that thing's been popular for like 5 years at least. Well, yeah. What does that have to do with anything? I mean, there are still people that are huge Hulkamaniacs. I was a huge Hulkamaniac back in the 80s and 90s. I was an NWOite. I'm still NWO for life. That's just the way it is. They said it. It's in the slogan NWO for life. I don't I don't know what that is. I That sounds made up. That sounds made up, and I don't believe you. Isn't that like one of the mascots for the I thought they were red and white. Everything been a lie? Yeah, you sent me that article. Was it his 83 weeks one or a different one? Because it's weird. Because he called Tony Khan out, and Tony Khan responded, which makes me laugh. Tony Khan, I do really enjoy AEW. Tony Khan needs somebody to be. He's the head. He needs somebody to be the shaft. He needs somebody to be the support because I thought you were telling me I needed to make my stuff adults only all of a sudden. No, 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 no. the punker gave him the shaft. Fans only. No, I don't have. I don't. It's called OnlyFans. I don't have the body for that. Like, I get that there's a kink for everybody. But I don't think I'm the kink for anybody. But yeah, I guess there was some sort of um Eric Bischoff called Tony Khan a mark with money and said that he didn't know how to do uh he didn't know what he was doing in the wrestling business, which to a degree started out freaking on fire. But he also had people like Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega, and to an extent the Young Bucks and Adam Page were helping him. But then especially Omega, the Young Bucks, and Hangman Adam Page kind of started, I don't know, it seemed like they were trying to put themselves above everything. And when you're trying to run a business and you're trying to run a promotion, you can't do that. You have to be self-aware and say, okay, well, I'm not exactly what the fans want, so, I need to make somebody. Yes and no, because Bischoff for the longest time actually knew what he was doing, but then he did turn into that. So you're not wrong. But I also think that Bischoff was like hamstrung by his decisions to hire people or basically do anything that he could to get a big name to sign with them, up to and including, giving Hogan so much creative control. Although, to be fair, Vince did the same thing. Like, he gave Hogan a bit of he gave him some creative control. He gave him he had a lot of stroke backstage. I shouldn't probably use that term with Vince McMahon. Sorry. He had a lot of political sway with Vince. And that's when I was a kid, I loved when Hogan came out and he defended Bret Hart's honor and got that championship back. And then as an adult, I found out, that he used his political influence to make that happen. And that part I didn't like. I thought, okay, well, that's just stupid. Not only that, Yokozuna was a fantastic heel champion. He's the most Polynesian person to ever hail from Japan. But like, they've all done a lot of weird nonsense things because well, Bret did have the title. He lost it to Yokozuna. Yes, that's right. I guess I should let you finish talking. I know. This is why you should have audio. I have to learn that part. I have to learn. I have to learn the Discord stuff. That's gonna be a little while. But yes, Hogan was supposed to. It was supposed to go back to Bret at some point, and then Hogan disagreed. But he ended up leaving shortly thereafter, anyways, and went to WCW. So he told Vince he was gonna retire and go do Hollywood And so he did, and he left, and then he got signed by WCW, which back then I didn't have cable, so I couldn't watch it. I had no idea what the hell was going on. All I had was Superstars on Saturday mornings. Um, and then there was a channel that showed WCW once in a while, but it was very, very rare. So I didn't get the chance to watch WCW when Hogan showed up in '94. Hey, Beedrill finally leveled up. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, there's so much stuff in wrestling that could have been a million times better if egos were not in the way. Oh, me too. For 100%, I was always a WWF guy. But when WCW came around and I was able to watch that, so back then, my mom was a little bit. She didn't like the content that WWF was showing around that whole Degeneration X time. Which is ironic because it's probably my favorite faction of all time, obviously. Um, and some of the other more risque content. So I could get away with watching WCW because there wasn't uh, large chested women who were in bikinis. And using, sex sells because that's what it does. With WCW, so I could watch WW or WCW, and then I could watch a little bit of Raw, but I had to make sure that she wasn't really paying attention, otherwise, she would put the kibosh on. Which is really tough when all of your friends are like WWF people. And, some weeks you might have been able to watch Raw, and some weeks you might not have been able to watch Raw. But the good thing about Raw and Monday Night Nitro was you could watch Raw and then catch the replay of Nitro because they would replay it at like 12 o'clock. So you could watch Raw and then record WCW. So you'd watch it the next day and make it all the more like you'd be able to just do what I do now and just watch all the promotions. Because back then you had to watch one or the other. Yeah, the lightweight division was always nice. The cruiserweights, yeah. WWF never did cruiserweights or light heavyweight division wrong, or I'm sorry, right at all. Even when they tried the cruiserweight championship, or cruiserweight classic, whatever the hell it was called, they started getting it right, and then it just went sideways. I can't imagine why every time that they would do something like that, it would go sideways. Yeah, it's cool. Well, to be fair, WWF did call it the light heavyweights, and WCW called it cruiserweights, and it just either way is interchangeable. It's the same thing. It was a certain weight class and whatnot, so. Oh, I'm not going to. Sting should. So I have two thoughts on that. Number one, Sting should never have fought Triple H at WrestleMania. Sting should have fought The Undertaker. And number two, if Sting continued to, his trajectory of fighting Triple H at WrestleMania, Sting 100% should have won. However, we all know why he lost. It was the same reason why Sting didn't show up to WWF when he bought WCW. Yeah, that was always that always killed me. Crash Holly just stomping out with his freaking scale. I always enjoyed how they were announced at like 500 pounds or something stupid like that, because he was just like, "No, I'm a super heavyweight." Yes. So when I first went to catch a Magikarp, which is his pre-evolution, I asked my niece Emma what I should name him, and she came up with the name Flishy. And so now every time I've caught a Magikarp afterwards, I call him Flishy with a number after it. And because this is a game from like 2003, I named him 00 because like he's the original type kind of thing. Well, he does do a lot of flops. Is We're not out of spring training yet, are we? I don't ever remember when spring training ends. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad. Let's start out strong. Oh God, Rios doesn't like the opposite team of the Yankees, does she? If that's the case, we're gonna have to have a chat. You like any team in the world that you want, just not that one team. Well, listen, liking no team is better than liking them. Me either, because they took Yes Network off of everything. I'm not paying, and I'm not doing another subscription. People, I don't know what they think that they're doing. Like, not everybody has has unlimited funds to have 50 freaking um subscription services. You know what's messed up, dude? And I'm certainly not the first person to have this thought or issue. So many of us left um sorry. Uh I mean, next year we still got a year, and I don't even know if, because I like the retro content. Um, I don't know if Netflix is getting all the WWE WWF content. So, um, but the thing is so many of us realized that we weren't really using cable for anything, right? Or there was so many there were so many um channels, and most of it was nonsense, and it was so expensive, and you're you know like, hey, this is too expensive, I can probably achieve what I want elsewhere. And then you find, oh well, Netflix offers this, and then you can get like certain channels sort of a la carte through different services, or the services were cheaper anyways, and you're like, okay, I could this is much cheaper than cable. And then all of these services were like, well, hold up, we want a piece of that. And now it's just, it costs more to have all of these services, if not the same amount. It costs more to have all of these subscription services than traditional cable cost. I will say though, I like some of the shows on Peacock. Um, if you're a child like me, um, the Ted TV show was pretty good. Oh yeah. Shoot, I always forget that you have to add the cost of internet as well because without internet, you're not getting any of these streaming services. And that ends up being honestly some of the um issue. No, it's definitely not kid friendly. Not kid friendly at all. I mean, unless don't mind your kids hearing lots and lots of swears. Um, it's definitely like I don't know if you watched the movies. It's in the same vein as the movies. It's very uh raunchy in the language. Um, not so much like there's no like boobs or anything, but like it's definitely not for tiny ears. Yeah. What do you mean kind of? Because like they're right in the same vein, in my opinion, as like American Pie or role models and stuff like that. Um, but also like my favorite animated TV show like ever is Family Guy, so it kind of makes sense why I like the movies and the show so much. Um, see, I don't really like vodka. I what are you talking about? I'm the same age. Okay, I'm 2 years younger than you, and I'm still very immature. See, that's the consequences of kids. You become less immature. Okay, that's the consequences of having kids and actually wanting them to turn out to be good people. That's the consequences, is becoming less immature. Dude, the first time I watched American Pie, it was with my mom. Oh my god. I couldn't believe she actually made it through the whole movie. But what's messed up is she gave me shit while she was watching things like Porky's and Porky's 2 when she was my age at that point in time. Like, what? They're the same thing set in a different era. You send me? I don't know who you are. Oh yeah. Yeah, she pretended like she was all innocent and stuff. She was watching stuff like Porky's and stuff like that when they came out in the 80s. Yeah. Which is, see, I how I know she watched them is when I was about, I don't know, 12 or 13, and I brought it up because we had it on video cassette. I know, video cassette, VCR tape, VHS tape, whatever you want to call it. I said, "Hey, can we watch this?" She immediately said no. I know she watched it and enjoyed it, and yeah, like watching the pie scene with my mother was hilarious. Um Autocorrect does not want you to say best. Autocorrect, you are a dick. What is going on with your autocorrect? You gotta get a laptop. Use a laptop. I remember when you used to have a lappy toppy. Easter dinner is at my brother's house, and I don't know if I'm going. I wonder if it's at home. Let's just. I don't know why they had to change the name. I use SwiftKey, but I don't use the like swipe version of it. You know what's funny? So I wanted to search. Voodoo doesn't even have Porky's as a movie that you can buy or watch. Like if you search Porky's in Voodoo, it doesn't come up. Let's see if Movies Anywhere has it. Search. Well, I wonder why those movies are trending. I have 2001: A Space Odyssey, but I have it on. Well, Movies Anywhere doesn't have it. Prime Video. Let's see, no Porkies, but we got Screwballs, Meatballs 4, Grown Ups 2, Girl Girl Scene, the movie, Private Parts, Sugar Daddies, Private Lessons 2, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. That, not anywhere near that same. Okay. No, I guess they just do not want you to watch Porky's on any streaming services. I didn't know he shaved his head bald, but he's had a pretty short haircut for a while now because I think he was like, all right, well, I'm prolonging the inevitable because he was his hairline was receding pretty quickly. Um, but I didn't see that he had unloaded another 3 million shares. Oh, that guy's doing something sketchy. Did you see Pete Diddy got raided and escaped to somewhere in the Bahamas or something like that? I know how big of a fan of P. Diddy you are. Clobbering time. I swear there's another Pokemon in this didn't even catch a Pikachu in this on this save file. Oops. Why am I not signed in on here? What? Leave me alone, Cora. Are you farming yet? Ouch. Oh, I haven't played. I bought that and I haven't played it once yet. I started playing Madden and started my franchise, and um, started the first game against the Jets, and immediately I was doing really well. And then I got to the second half, and I was well. I'm gonna. It was the first quarter. I hadn't even really started yet, and I was like, I kind of don't want to play defense, so I'll just skip all the defense. And well, I mean, I only paid $10 or whatever it was for it, $12 when it was on sale last week. Um, and I get to the second half, and I'm up. Like I'm up by like 14 points or something like that. And then I started making really dumb mistakes and turned the ball over like 3 times, and I quit. I was like, no, because I also I don't think I got the Kobe edition of 2K, but yeah, it was definitely something. And then I'm trying to do this Pokemon stuff, and that's basically been most of what I've been doing when I'm gaming is I've been doing Pokemon. More specifically, the stuff on um, like the DS and the Game Boy Advance and the 3DS. So, because like I told you in text, um, the potential for the service that allows me to send my Pokemon up uh, is probably hanging by a few threads, and so I want to get through and get like the special Pokemon that I can get and send them up and stuff like that. So, um, I did, however, uh, save my original Pokemon Red and Yellow save files, and I was able to send those to 3DS, so that was cool. Hey, I don't even think I have a broken chair anymore, so I can't give it to him, you know. um, so I transferred it from the original cartridges, the original red and yellow Game Boy Color cartridges. The only one that I lost was uh, Pokemon Crystal, because Pokemon Crystal, for whatever reason, they decided to rely on battery powered saves. Um, or I'm just lucky in the original red and yellow battery haven't died, which is weird because those games are older than Crystal. But my Crystal save file is just it's gone. The newer cartridge based games like Leaf Green and Fire Red and Ruby Sapphire and Emerald rely on flash memory. The only thing that the battery is used for is keeping the clock for time based events. Um, so those save files were, well, safe. It's 35 degrees up, man. This weather is annoying. I mean, I guess it's technically spring-like weather, so it's not freezing. What was the name of that app that you sent me the other day? I forgot what it was called. I can't remember from the 800 apps that are in my phone for that podcasting stuff. Yeah, yes, you do, but there's only been like two like links that you've sent me for apps. Fine, I'll go and find it in the thing. What is that? Anchor, FM Anchor. Oh, apparently it's Spotify. Spotify for podcasters. Found it. Well, where the hell is it? That's why I couldn't find it because it doesn't have. Like, it's not under Spotify. It's under the. It's called Podcasters. The app in your like in the library. Freaking stupid. Checked. Check, check, checkity, check, check, check. Well, I've messed around with this for long enough. I think I'm going to hop off. Plus, I'm going to use the bathroom, do a couple of other things, and try to rectify my sound problems. And hopefully, I'll be able to do this again tomorrow. We're going to finish up that. Save. Yes. Yes. All right. I will hit you up on the messenger or the messing in autocorrect's words. And I will talk to you later. Maybe I'll see if you're on the PlayStation at some point. But thanks for helping me. Sorry, playing with transitions. um, but yeah, thanks for helping me test my sounds and stuff. And I will talk to you later.